메모리? 오빠. 동영상이야.
아 그래?
응.
아
봐봐. 어떻게 나올까? 도쿄 타워. 이걸로 한 30분가량 찍을 수 있나봐. 여기 시간이 줄어들고 있다.
아 그래?
응.
남은 메모리가?
안녕.
길진 않네 그러면. 바이바이. I should have a cool introduction line to say to start off a video. Hi. Yeah, so another episode of whatever the fuck I'm going to make. Over the past few weeks, I went to some art galleries, shopping in Seongsu, Sara, and I visited my grandparents' hometown on my father's side, and I watched a couple movies. So, yeah.
So that's about it.
Let's just take a look. Born in 1965, an English conceptual artist and art collector, rise to fame was in the 80s and 90s as the leader of the Young British Artists, also known as YBAs, a very famous, renowned British artist who continuously taps on the idea of mortality and tingles with the idea of death and life coexisting at a same point in time through preservation of his animals' artworks. Also sometimes controversial for the way that he makes it, but all in all, an impressionable take on this fine line between life and death. It was pretty impressive to see an artwork on that spectrum. I think it was kind of interesting to see, like how every artist does, but to see how he puts his own take on life and death, and also the fact that people rely on medicine up to the point where it seems faithful, like religious faithful. That was the part of the work that hit my nerve. I think that was a very impressionable take, very raw and authentic take. Something that I hadn't realized before got me thinking. Yeah, these artworks are just a catalyst for how some people perceive reality, or how some people want to share their experiences, and it really is, it's just fun to see how all sorts of different people have their own interpretations or point of views when it comes to a certain topic, whether it be life or death or religion or science or any irony that they feel that needs to be addressed. So yeah, those are some fun art collections to see. I also went shopping in Seongsu, just two stores. They're called 999 Humanity and Hatching Room. Some of the regular brands that I visit nowadays. I think Hatching Room kind of peaked in the past couple years, but I'm slowly like growing out of their vibe. But the other brand called 999 Humanity, I think they're on the sharp rise. They may already be on, they have some good taste, unique designs and color, all the things that a good fashion brand has. I also went to Zara because they have their season off sale, or was it just a summer sale? I don't know what it is. It was a sale, so I just went there and bought a pair of pants, 40% off, or was it 50? I'm not sure. It was cheap, cheaper than I expected. After that, I went to my grandfather's town. The reason I paid a visit is because I heard the news that he got sick and had to be sent to the hospital. So, being the good grandkid that I am, I went to see if he was okay. Turns out it was not too big of a deal. He got well pretty quick and is now chilling. But aside from that, I got a chance to hang out with my dad in his hometown and check out some of the crops that he had been growing. It's kind of funny because I still live with my family, but we don't really get a chance to hang out or talk much without having these types of events happening. I also saw a couple of movies, Marty Supreme and Fight Club. I think Marty Supreme was decent. It wasn't like your traditional sports movie that gives you the ultimate triumph and then everything's gonna be okay, that kind of thing. It was kind of an ambiguous ending. We don't know for sure if the protagonist is gonna be on such a roll after the ending of the movie. We don't know if he's gonna be okay or if he's gonna fall down to the same pit over and over again. But yeah, a very eccentric life, a very good motivational movie, I think, to boost your ego, but not too much. Just on an adequate level that you need to build confidence. And Fight Club, well, first rule of Fight Club. Yeah, that was how my few weeks has been like. And one thing that I would like to talk about when I have these moments in life is I don't like to just bypass them as just another week or just another day. I try to apply this cycle that I like to call perceive, consume, identify, and then exert. To simply put it, is just a process for me to really understand how my life is going around me and how I can learn one thing, even if it's a small thing, just one thing from everyday life that I go through, so that maybe I can grow to be a better person and understand myself as well as the world around me a little bit better. So For instance, whenever I go to an art exhibition, or whenever I spend some time with some person, or a rare event happens, or if I watch a movie, I like to perceive first. I like to observe. I like to see what I am experiencing at face value without having to put too many pre-assumptions or too many meanings behind it at first. And then I try to consume. I try to digest what I have just experienced. I try to take it in on a deeper level and try to really get a sense of what kind of emotion this experience is making me have. And then I identify it. I put my own label, my own thoughts into what I have consumed, so that maybe I can solidify its idea, so that it doesn't just rot away in the back of my head as soon as I turn around. After I've really taken it in and put my own thoughts into my experience, I try to exert, I try to express them in one way or the other. Maybe it would change my perspective on something. Maybe it would give me a new experience that I can use to my advantage in another situation. Maybe I can tailor my fashion around some aspect that I have learned, or a reference that I got from the many different experiences that I have. It's nothing too complicated, nothing too grand. That's just the way I like to have fun, really indulge in the experience that I am having, so that I can enhance that experience and ultimately better myself. And I've also noticed that once I started filming myself, was able to see how awkward I am at first. You have no idea how many takes it took for me to finally record this and upload it. I scrapped the entire episode like 3 or 4 times. But hopefully this will be my final take, and hopefully this will be on the end product. Yeah, this process of making videos itself is another experience for me to perceive, to consume, and identify and exert. So it's been fun so far, and it's hard, but that's the fun part, the challenge. I'll try to make more videos as much as I can. Hopefully everybody stays in tune. I don't even know what I'm going to make or when I'm going to make them, but I am definitely going to make them. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.